again, everybody, it's Eric with Better Every Shave, and here I am again in my bathroom for a shave. What do you know? And today I'm very excited. That's why I'm being extra silly. I'm refreshed, I'm stocked up on one of my favorite scents and soaps, and that would be Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Cavendish. And yeah, this is a winner for me. It's everything I love in a fragrance. Just pipe tobacco, nice and sweet. Yeah, a little bit of body under that. Not just like a cherry sweet, or a overly sweet. There's obviously a very sweet note, but yeah, a little bit underneath of that. I like that, just a little bit of dankness, darkness. But yeah, there's the pour. And this is the original base. I have a couple of CK6 soaps, and I just don't need the extra butters. That's really the only difference, is 3 extra butters in the CK6 formula. And yeah, to me, it's just more, it doesn't substantially change the feel for me. And honestly, it just I feel like it gunks up my razors and stuff. And I'm not saying it's a bad, bad base. And I know that there are people that like that extra richness, and that's great. But yeah, I'm happy with the original formula. It's fantastic for my face. So I've got that whipped up in with a Doppler brush, which seemed appropriate. And yeah, that's just fine. All right, let me get some lather on my face. And, well, let's save it for when I have lather on, right? This is nice, very hydrated. I could usually tell if I have enough water, if when I put it on my face it has sort of a cooling sensation, not with menthol or anything, just the fact that there's that much hydration in it. Yeah, it's definitely definitely the way I like it. Just whip it up a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, so it has been far too long since I've had a single edge razor on here, and today I'm going to go with the Gem MicroMatic open comb, and I actually have this in a chromed sort of silver version. Most times you'll see it in this brass version, which is, hey, perfectly fine. I love the brass, but when I saw the silver, I just had to have it. So yeah, these just are a twist to open, which is kind of nice. And most gems are either a twist to open or a sort of a clamp. And yeah, open comb, obviously, as the name suggests. And yeah, it tightens down very nicely. I have a 5th use gem blade in there, a Persona Gem stainless steel PTFE. That was easy. And it's 5th use, so it should be fine. Most times I can get 10 shaves or more out of these blades. I think the edge is just so robust that it doesn't dull quite as fast as a thinner blade might. So yeah, good stuff. All right, so let's get into it, shall we? I have about 2 days of growth. Nice drippy lather there. And I go across the grain on the first pass, even though I'm going with the grain everywhere else on the mustache, because honestly, it's kind of, I mean, you can, yeah, I mean, you can get, but I kind of miss the top and figure, you know, why not just go across the grain. And if you're not familiar with a gem razor, you want to be at a shallower angle. So double edged blade, you'd want to be, you know, up about 30 degrees. And for a gem blade, you kind of want to be, or gem razor, you sort of want to be at about 10. And lots of people just say, you know, put the flat part of the razor on your face. I find that if I lift just a tiny bit, not very much, so maybe if that is 10, then maybe 15 degrees, 20 at the most. I find that that gives me a slightly closer shave and isn't uncomfortable, so. The fact that this is an open comb really doesn't make it particularly aggressive. I mean, any more aggressive necessarily. I mean, it's going to be more aggressive than, say, like a featherweight or a push button. Those ones from like the 50s and 60s. So, but it's not like, oh my goodness, you know, you can feel the blade that much. So, all right. The soap, there's tons of slickness left there. I get the sense that there aren't many people left in wet shaving that haven't tried Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements soaps and other products. I mean, I would say certainly the Cube pre-shave, I see that a lot, pretty much everywhere. And their soaps and aftershaves. I had samples of this, which I used up, and I like took a little bit at a time. I mean, just enough to make a bowl of soap, kind of milking it. And yeah, I knew I'd be buying something from Phoenix eventually. I put in probably 4 orders last year, something like that. Never like huge orders, but I save up enough to justify buying more. So, all right, across the grain. And this is a nice, solid feeling razor. Definitely heavy. They're not like overly heavy. It's an appropriate weight for this size. It's got a slightly thinner handle, but there's really good, it's a good design. You know, you've got these rings here, which is kind of where my fingers fall. I'm sort of holding it like this, and some horizontal knurling as well. Edges, maybe not knurling. So yeah, good weight and comfortable to hold. Actually, go this way. Yeah, pretty gentle. I like to use the gem blades a few more times, and part of the reason for that is that as they get used more and more, they tend to mellow. So they're still sharp, but they don't have that like sort of not necessarily aggressive, but they can kind of have a bit of a bite to them, especially if you're off angle. So, you know, a fifth use blade is a little more forgiving. So, all right. So, gem razor is definitely an experience in beard reduction. I don't have a gem where I can say that after like one pass, two passes, that I'm done. Part of that is just taking my time, being cautious, but part of it too is just, I guess, maybe the way that it was designed, or at least, I don't know, the way it feels to me. I will it's honestly just a better shave, less irritation, and I enjoy it, so makes it last a little longer. And there's so much lather left there, and I really didn't use very much to start with. It just makes a lot of lather. All right, against the grain. That's where gem shines for me. The closeness. I don't know if this is a thing. In healthcare, there's a concept of durability. You, let's say, give medication to achieve an effect, an outcome, and then that outcome is said to be durable if it lasts. And so I'm kind of applying that to shaving, where if the shave lasts for a long time after the fact, like you don't have to shave again for an extra 12 hours, then that's durability, extra durability. And gems for me provide a very durable shave. Yeah, beautiful. So prior to this pass, there was still, like I said, a good bit of stubble there, and this is it. This takes care of it. And it is a single edge, so I tend to rinse a little more often, but it's not because it clogs up. I don't think I've ever felt it as like being clogged, so. That actually feels really safe. You know, sometimes, especially hitting over this edge, and when that sort of, and I know I can skin stretch, but just that sort of, you know, a little bit of chin meat right here, it can catch on a, I guess a thick, larger blade gap. Wow, my brain is, it is definitely Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that's very nice. All right. Beautiful. Yep. And the nice thing is that on the neck, I will go ahead and push back to the cap and just ride the cap completely. And it's just very gentle through there. Yeah. Very nice. Let's check this out. And there's enough slickness here that I really don't even need to reapply anything here. Yeah, this is all done. I'm sure a lot of you already know, or you all know that it took me a while to figure this out, that I will still feel a little bit of stubble, just the tiniest bit. And I would try to chase it and chase it and chase it. And the reality was that if I would just wait an hour, 2 hours, something like that, the skin, sort of draws back around and it'll be perfectly smooth. So rather than butcher myself, I've learned to slow down and stop. It's good enough. As long as I don't feel any long stubble, I know it's good. All right, time to rinse. Let's go with some witch hazel. Got the Thayer's. Comes in a little spray bottle. How much is there? 3 ounces. Okay. Very nice. I used to do alum exclusively for quite a while. You can see I actually wore this down. It takes a long time to wear this down. Yeah, but I just sort of wanted to try witch hazel, and then once I did, I like the feel of it on my skin a little better than alum. Alum was a little drying, which, to be fair, I'm putting on stuff right afterward, moisturizing things, so not a big deal. But yeah, just like the feel of this better. And a lot of aftershaves actually have witch hazel in them, and so sometimes I'll skip it, but just like it as an extra step there. All right. So this was the exciting part, because this is my first full-sized PAA aftershave, and after seeing the bottles all the time, I kind of thought, well, they look nice, and someone had mentioned the fact that they make a different sound, like there's a sort of ring to the glass, and that reminded me of like an older aftershave bottle. I can remember my grandfather's, that sound of them spinning the cap on and off. Very silly thing, but it's true. It does make that sound. So, and it's just a really, really nice bottle. Very comfortable to hold. It's not really a knock on other artisans, but it does feel kind of samey, like everything comes in a brown, bottle, medicinal looking bottle, and not everything, but a lot. And I get it. I'm sure that commissioning custom glass is not cheap, but it's probably a volume thing. They're able to do it because of the volume of what they sell. But there is just something, premium and special feeling about this. And maybe I'm just a rube and there's nothing inherently special about it, but to me that I just really enjoy this. So, all right. Oh, so good. So good. Beautiful. Decent amount of burn. Can definitely feel the skin food in there. Skin immediately feels smooth and moisturized. It's not greasy, but it's definitely smooth. That's really nice. You know, normally I would put on some Sterling unscented balm, but I think I'm gonna skip it. Yeah, that's that feels really nice. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Wow. Okay. Well, in addition to the excellent aftershave and the soap and all of that, the shave was excellent. The razor did a fantastic job. This is the Gem MicroMatic Open Comb, and I believe this is still just brass with chrome plating, and yeah, I think it's chrome. I don't think it's nickel. It's too bright to be nickel, and yeah. Really nice. I mean, I don't know. I know gems are sort of a, people generally try one, and if they like it, maybe they'll dabble. But I've got, I don't know, 20, you know, gem style razors, and would really like to try the Saber someday. It's a beautiful razor, and just haven't had the opportunity. But yeah, there's something I really enjoy. If you haven't tried one, I think it's worth picking up. You can get, you know, push buttons, featherweights, all kinds of gem razors on eBay or secondhand from someone you know. Maybe someone will let you borrow one. I've done that for people to just sort of let them try it, see if they like it. And some people do, some people don't. Your mileage may vary, right? So, all right, that's it for me. I really enjoyed this one. I appreciate everyone who has stuck with me this far in the video. I hope you have a wonderful week coming up, and even beyond that, if you're watching this video later, I hope you have a great day. And again, thank you for stopping by. I will be back soon, and until then, take care. Bye-bye.